It is 9:29, which means I got 30 minutes to work out before I gotta hit the computer. This is day 5 of the 75 soft challenge for me. Stay tuned. That workout was really good. Girl, I was tired, but I feel pumped. I feel great. That was just like a 20-minute workout. I burned 230 calories according to my watch. I might pop it up on the screen. But yeah, I do enjoy starting my mornings with a burn. It just feels like I'm accomplished and it gets my energy and blood flowing. I highly recommend it. Now I got like, come on, watch. Stop being the way you are. Oh, I got like 5 minutes before I need to sit down for work. So I'm gonna finish drinking some water and then catch my breath, cause that was a lot. Oh, I'll link down below which workout I was doing because I highly enjoy kickboxing workouts and dance incorporated workouts with my cross training. Y'all haven't seen that yet though, but y'all will see the CrossFit at some point when I remember to record or bring my tripod to record. But yeah, toodaloo until then. Hi guys, I haven't seen you all day other than when I worked out this morning. Girl, I am sitting here reading my book, The 12-Week Year, and I am a good bit through. Let me see, I'm on page 28, right? Because it's day, 5, I think? And I've been reading this, but I also count my Bible study as pages too, so I get my 10 pages between the two. Yeah, which is why I'm only on page 28. So I realized that while reading this, I don't remember a gosh darn thing. And I don't know if it's because nothing of importance has been said yet. Like, they're just hyping up the 12-week year right now. They're not really like telling you the nitty gritty and how to apply it yet. So maybe that's the reason why. Or maybe it's because I actually been reading the book out loud. I don't know if that affects my memory if I read it out loud versus if I'm like just reading it in my head. I don't know if that affects it. It might not. I don't know. That's what I came on here to say because I need to figure out how to actually remember what's going on. And I really just hope it's because they haven't told me anything I need to remember yet. But that's wild because it's on chapter, I'm about to be on chapter 5, literally. Maybe they have said something beneficial. And if that's the case, I don't know. Oh, they just been like talking about changing your mindset from the annual way of thinking, which is a full 1 year, to their way of thinking, which is the 12 weeks in a year. But they haven't really said how to do it. They just been saying the benefits, which they claim are you're reducing mistakes and it saves time and it provides focus. Yeah, I just read that straight out the book. Let me see if I can remember, because maybe this will help me and you since you're here. Yeah, I don't remember anything. They said something about periodization. Look, I can't even say the word. I don't even remember what that is. They say it's a principle. Its principles are focus, concentration, and overload on a specific skill or discipline. And it started in sports, yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. Yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I don't understand. They talked about the importance of having a vision. I do know that's important, and I do struggle with having a vision for things. I definitely have been the girl to say, I didn't like plan my life out as a kid. And when we had like projects in school and they were telling us to, what will you be in the future? I wrote my stuff, I wrote my essays, but I didn't really like care or put any like real effort into it because I'm like, I don't know. I just have not actually thought about my life. I was just making through every day. Not that like I was struggling in life or anything. I mean, you know, besides the stuff that was happening, I wasn't struggling. I was just making it. And like the end of high school, even thinking about going to a college, I didn't know what I wanted to do in life, and I thought it was unfair that they just were like pick something that you want to do for the rest of your life, and I haven't even like experienced all of the career paths that I could have, the known ones and the unknown ones, and all you really know at that point in time is like, or at least for where I grew up, all I knew about was being a doctor, a lawyer, a dentist, the things that I could see in everyday life. And I'm like, I'm not going to school to be a cashier. So it's only like doctor, STEM's field. But I didn't really know what it meant to be in STEM. Because maybe if I did, maybe I would have went straight to school for computer science, especially since I do love computer stuff. But then again, I was telling my mom today because we had a meeting at work. We have like a book club for like in advance. Well, I don't know why the air quotes it is. It's advanced server side topics, and it just does not interest me at all. And I don't know if that means I'm not built to be an engineer like I am, or if that just means I'm more front end leaning, which I'm pretty sure is the real reason. Because front end just feels more creative, but back end makes me feel uber duper smart. So I don't know. I just want to feel smart to an extent, I guess. I say all that to say I never actually thought about life. And here I am, 31, software engineer with a dog. I didn't even plan for my dog, y'all. And I didn't even like dogs, honestly. They were never in my train of thought. I never wanted a dog or a cat, nothing like that. But I'll tell y'all the story of how I got Polo some other time. Cause y'all might not think I never wanted him because he been in all these videos. But he just an easy way to get content. Oh, but yeah. I thought that I would go live downtown. I was gonna live in a loft at downtown, and that was gonna be my life. That's all I had after. At some point, I knew I'd get married, I have kids, that stuff, and I just like that stuff will happen. So I can't plan it. So all I can do is say I'm gonna live in a loft downtown. That's all I knew. And I technically, did I ever live in a loft? No, but I did live downtown because I went to Georgia State. The more you know about Kat, right? Hey, nice to meet you. And that's so interesting. So I did get to the downtown experience. I don't think I said I wanted to be a dentist. No. Yeah, I was like, my profession, I would be a dentist. And I would live downtown in a loft with my friends until I got married. And then, yeah, I just lived with my husband and my kids. And life would go on from there. Oh, but yeah. And wow, I never thought my relationship with the Lord would be where it is either. Oh my goodness. Got people over here calling me reverence. Child, calm down. I mean, I always love Jesus, but you know, it's just a different level now. We can talk about it. Not on this episode, but we can talk about that. I'm almost about to cry. Calm down, Kat. But yeah, anyway, all that to say, life is not gone as I expected it to go, but hopefully this 75 soft challenge will. And we're just in day 5, and I've had my meltdowns for 2 days, so I feel like I'm good again. And yes, Aunt Flo came today, so that means maybe I was just hormonal and losing my mind for no reason. But yeah, so now I'm gonna keep reading this book. Hope I remember. I might try to teach y'all what I learned just so I can retain information, because the best way to retain information is either write it down and reteach it to somebody else. So I'll try to do that too, and try to implement it to see what goes on and happens. But other than that, y'all, today was a good day. Today was a good day. I actually got up and I worked out, as y'all saw. I didn't read my Bible this morning, but I will read it tonight, even though it's already late. Nah, I probably won't. Let's be honest. I'll read that in the morning. Before I go to the gym, I'll go to the gym in the morning at 10, because we have free Saturday classes at my gym. I'll be there, which means I'm gonna try to keep the same schedule as I am keeping during the week, which means I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. on the weekends. And I can go ahead and read my Bible, spend time with the Lord. And then on Saturdays, I can go to my 10 o'clock gym class. That way, that's my exercise. And maybe I can clean up around the house. I don't know what I can do in that in-between time, since it's going to be such a long amount of time before I have to go to the gym. But yeah, maybe go for a walk outside or something. I don't know. We'll see what the weather's like. We'll figure it out together, won't we? Because this is all about me trying to figure out my life and get disciplined. Will I do it? Yes, I will. But yeah. So, that's all I had. Today was a good day. I had some crab legs. I didn't take any pictures. Oh, I also recorded me making breakfast this morning, but then I panicked halfway through when I was plating it, and I was like, oh, I feel like this isn't good enough to show because the sausages are really fat. I always think I undercooked ground turkey, which is why I hate cooking it. And I know I also cook my sausage patties too fast, and they always end up kind of toasty. So I'm gonna figure that out too. And then we're gonna try to show breakfast, because I haven't been showing any food, and I need to show my food. But I'm gonna talk about my food. I am going to go and finish my last little sip of water, because God dog. Oh, I did not tell y'all, but I figured out that those gallons of water that I've been drinking, the spring waters, it's beautiful that they gave me more than a gallon, but I did not realize that because I would fill up my 32-ounce cup and I would still have like this much water left. I was like, how? I've drunk 4 of these already. And then I literally put it on the scale and I filled it all the way up. That was a total of 32 ounces and some change. So I'm like, y'all gave me too much water and y'all overestimated and y'all making me frustrated because I'm drinking way too much water. But anyway, that mystery was solved. So now I know as long as I fill up my liters to where they need to be filled, I'm fine. And I actually have enough left over to where I can have water on the bedside for when I wake up. But I just wanted to let y'all know because that was frustrating. Thinking that I wasn't getting all the water because there was still some left over in the gallon. I'm like, I'm not even supposed to be tracking. But it's cool. Now I know. But yeah, that's it for my rant for tonight. Today was a good day. And I will see y'all on the next. Bye.